good-looking and tall and endearing and a wonderful partner to work with.
There are some bonds in the glitzy, often superficial world of cinema that seem to defy the very laws of time. We see it in the way certain films never age, and we see it in the actors who brought those stories to life. Today, at Royal Time of Hollywood, we are diving into one of the most enduring, magical, and quietest friendships in the history of the silver screen. At 90 years old, the legendary Julie Andrews has finally opened up about her lifelong bond with Dick Van Dyke, who, at 98, continues to capture the world's heart in a way that feels almost supernatural. While the public saw them as Mary Poppins and Bert the Chimney Sweep, there was an untold story happening behind the scenes, a story of a young mother finding her footing, a physical genius who moved like a cartoon, and a pact of mutual support that has lasted over 60 years without a single public falling out. Why speak now? Why has this connection survived across oceans and decades? Let's pull back the curtain on this jolly holiday that never truly ended. The surprise celebration, 98 Years of Magic. In December 2023, CBS aired a 2-hour special titled Dick Van Dyke, 98 Years of Magic. It was a massive career celebration, but here's the kicker. Dick Van Dyke had absolutely no idea it was happening. He showed up thinking he was doing a standard press interview, only to find himself at the center of a monumental tribute. Julie Andrews was a vital part of that special. Living in Switzerland, she couldn't always be there in person, but as Van Dyke's wife, Arlene, revealed, the two have a clever little system. Whenever one is being honored, the other sends a heartfelt video message. It is a steady, quiet thread of mutual support. During this special, Andrews was more open and detailed than she had ever been, moving past the brief mentions in her memoirs to explain what this man truly meant to her. Think about it. These two haven't shared a screen in 60 years. In Hollywood, where friendships often evaporate the moment the wrap is called, a 60-year bond is unheard of. The untold story of Mary Poppins, a new mother's struggle. To understand their bond, we have to go back to May 1963. Julie Andrews had just given birth to her daughter, Emma, only 6 weeks before filming was set to begin. Not only was she navigating new motherhood, but she was also a complete novice to film sets. She was a stage star, yes, but the world of Hollywood cameras was foreign territory. Andrews admitted she felt completely out of her depth. She had to work out every single day and spend 3 months in grueling rehearsals to get into Poppins shape. Meanwhile, Dick Van Dyke was already there, deep in the choreography. When Andrews finally walked onto that set, she met a man she described as young, incredibly fit, and really gorgeous to look at. But it wasn't his looks that saved her. It was his kindness. Van Dyke became her anchor. In the recording booth, when he struggled to match her soprano range and kept going flat, she didn't get frustrated. She gently coached him to think high. In return, he made the scary world of a movie set feel safe for her. The physical genius of Dick Van Dyke. What made Dick Van Dyke different from any other co-star? It was his supple physicality. He had spent years studying the masters of the silent era, Stan Laurel, Buster Keaton, and Charlie Chaplin. He understood that a body could tell a joke better than any script. Andrews recalled watching him rehearse with pure joy. Whether he was imitating animated penguins or attempting to ride a carousel pony, he committed 100% with zero self-consciousness. Even Jim Carrey later remarked that Van Dyke was a physical genius who could be hilarious without saying a single word. But Andrews pointed out that he wasn't just a derivative of Chaplin or Keaton. He had a completely original style. He possessed a Judy Garland-level gift for inclusion, the ability to reach through the screen and make the audience feel like they were part of the performance. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. The Jolly Holiday connection. The famous Jolly Holiday sequence was where their chemistry truly solidified. Andrews played it as Mary Poppins would, demure, precise, and neat. Then there was Dick, with those long legs flying higher than anyone expected. Andrews would frequently dissolve into proper, can't-catch-your-breath giggles. That laughter wasn't manufactured. It was the result of two people who genuinely liked and respected each other. It's why that sequence still feels so alive 60 years later. You can't direct that kind of joy. It has to be real. The paths diverged. Why no reunion? Fans have often wondered why they never made another movie together. The opportunity actually came very early. In 1968, when Van Dyke was filming Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, he desperately wanted Julie for the role of Truly Scrumptious. It would have been the ultimate Poppins reunion. However, Julie turned it down. At that stage, she was wary of being typecast in children's films. She wanted to explore different facets of her craft. While their professional paths diverged, their personal respect stayed intact. They didn't need to work together to remain friends. A legacy of honors and 100 years of life. As the decades passed, the honors poured in. In 2013, they appeared on the red carpet together for the Saving Mr. Banks premiere, their first public appearance in 50 years. In 2021, Andrews introduced him at the Kennedy Center Honors, calling him a spreader of charm. Dick Van Dyke turned 100 years old in December 2025, and he isn't slowing down. Whether he's performing with his a cappella group, the Fantastics, or dancing barefoot in a Coldplay music video at age 98, he remains the consummate performer. Julie Andrews uses that word, consummate, deliberately. It means complete. It means someone who has mastered not just the art of acting, but the spirit of performing. As she looks back from the age of 90, she realizes how lucky she was to have him by her side when she first stepped into the Hollywood sun. Final thoughts: a rare Hollywood treasure. The story of Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke is a reminder that in an industry known for messy breakups and ego-driven feuds, sincerity and character still matter. They created something that outlasted the era of cinema they were born into. They are two legends who found each other in 1964 and decided to never let go. What is your favorite memory of this iconic duo? Is it the penguins on the rooftop or the carousel ride? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching Royal Time of Hollywood, where the legends live on. If you loved this deep dive into the hearts of Hollywood's finest, please like this video, subscribe to Royal Time of Hollywood, and hit that bell notification so you're the first to hear our next untold story of the stars.